briefly on the battalion with Engine 3.
This is in the homeless camp. Approximately 21-year-old male, a single gunshot wound right to the forehead. We pronounced him right as the ambulance was arriving. And PD's waiting for the detectives to arrive, and then the coroner.
Located in the Central Valley of California, the Fresno Fire Department. Established in 1877, the Fresno Fire Department is one of the oldest departments in the United States, rich in history and tradition. This is the second 24 of their 48. Engine 3 responds to a residential structure fire.
Operation, cover up. Like they probably have to hold their car in the attic to
They arrive on scene. Truck 4 and Engine 7 were first in. We follow the crew through the interior of the home. The source of the fire has not yet been located.
This gable end right here, where the vent on the outside is where this light smoke was coming from.
You got it right on this corner right here.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Inside, the fire is said to be in the walls in the corner of this room. The crew of Engine 3 were brought in for salvage, meaning they are there to protect the homeowner's property from damage, while the crew rip open the walls to find the source of the fire. They open up the walls, both interior and exterior, and locate the source of the fire. It's an electrical fire. Engine 3 helps complete the salvage and the cleanup. The fire is completely put out and the structure is safe.
What we had here was a little electrical fire in the wall. We were assigned to salvage. We went into the structure. We covered up a few of the homeowners' products so that we could, make their loss a little bit less. And we went in and tore out a little bit of the wall and found an electrical outlet that had been smoldering in the wall. We tore out the material around that wall apart, and then we put the fire out. Now we're done, so we're gonna head on home, get ready for the next one.
The sun comes up as the crews pack up their gear to return to their stations for their next 24. Back at the station, some new hose line has arrived. The crew quickly open up the boxes and remove the hose in preparation for deployment. The hose lines on the rig need to be hydro-checked with a pump per schedule. But today, the crew just want to quickly do a standard test of their hose lines, wash them, and hang them to dry. Firefighter Silva pulls the lines while Firefighter Park connects them. When on scene at any fire, Chris Garcia's duty as a firefighter engineer is to control the pump and the line pressures.
I became a firefighter because my brother was a firefighter, and I got into it with him a little bit. He became a firefighter in the Bay Area in Newark. He didn't really dig it too much. I was already into it. I was going to academy in Modesto, where he went, and I kind of followed in his footsteps. And from there, I just got hired with North Central Fire District, which is out west of here, and eventually got a job here in Fresno.
Basic testing is complete. They empty out any excess water and place them back on the rig. Citywide, firefighters from all 3 shifts and from all of the stations are out checking all the hydrants in their zones during this time of year. They do this twice a year. The crew of Engine 3 continues to check and repeat the hydrants in their zones. This afternoon, one of the travelers, a firefighter that fills in for others, is covering for Firefighter Park. Late afternoon, a call comes in. It's a residential structure fire. When they arrive on scene, they find that they're at a residence where there was a children's birthday party in progress. Captain Mendoza from Engine 9 is on the radio as the IC. The battalion chief is en route. The crew from Engine 9 remove boxes with their contents on fire, along with other scorched personal items from the garage. Battalion Chief Beard arrives on scene.
Copy, Battalion 2, Simming, come in.
Let's open up that door. We're trying to do it right now.
The fire is in the garage of this home. The crew of Engine 9 has pulled their line through the side door of the kitchen and gained access to the garage through a kitchen door. Firefighter from Engine 9 removes the garage door, creating full access to where the fire was burning and its fuel. Firefighter Silva pulls a line, while Engineer Chris Garcia mans the pump panel. Truckers are on the roof and are waiting for the go for ventilation. Several crew members from Engine 3 check the interior of the home in preparation for salvage.
What was a hot water heater because all the shit around it?
Was that? Yeah, pretty much. The hot water heater didn't burn it, it's got the heat.
You think was it radiant heat from the you think it was radiant heat from the hot water heater? Because everything was so close to it.
No, I think the fire over here charged that. The hot water heater. When we pull everything out,
We'll know more.
take a better look. Yeah.
Very sad for a birthday.
Well, apparently, you see what had happened was some folks were having a little party, it looks like today, as you can see from the decorations. Appears that we had a garage fire. We don't know how it started yet. Investigators on the way to check it out. Engine 9, I believe, was the first on scene. They initiated a fire attack, found a garage fire, extinguished it, and we did some overhaul work so far to check the attic and the rest of the house for victims or any other advancement of the fire. So we didn't find anything, and right now we're just waiting for the investigator to check it out.
Engine 3 is AOR. Back at the station, Captain Palmer and the crew complete their task and finish draining the hose lines. All the hose lines that were cleaned now need to be hung in the hose tower to dry.
The first incident that happened for me was a structure fire we had on San Pablo, which is right up the way here. I was actually stationed here at Engine 3, and we had a fire where we went into a house. The first thing I saw was fire coming up the stairs, and from there I made a fire attack up the stairs, and I remember every time I would touch the wall would break in and fire would shoot out at me. So I got in trouble on that fire because apparently I didn't see there was a fire coming out from behind me. It melted my bottle regulator and everything. So that was my first real fire attack that I did basically by myself. I looked down the hallway, or I looked down the stairs because I asked for more hose, and all my compadres were down there going, it's too hot up there. So but I was the rookie, so I pushed through it, and I went up there and toasted my helmet pretty good, and you know, that was the first fire attack that I had, and I had some good guys with me, so I wasn't worried about being in danger or anything.
Sorry, Erickson, hey, tell me you're sorry.
Want a sprinkler page, Chris? What's the Captain Oney Durney?
Late evening, a call comes in.
Sorry,
Engine 3 responds to a commercial fire in an office building.
I'm not sure. They're just needing remote security looking like.
They arrive on scene. Truck 4 arrived moments before them. They locate smoke coming from an office building. There is an exterior hot water heater structure. This fire may have started there. The fire has gone up the interior wall and into the soffit. The crews pool seal, gaining access to the fire, and continue to put on the wet stuff. Oney is covering for a captain on truck 4. He checks in with Captain Palmer.
I already talked to Steve. I told Chris to park it. I know.
through the middle.
that looks like that's charred pretty good for just this thing burning for a couple minutes.
What was on the outside of it though?
Just go down there and take a look. Bring the ladder out.
The captain talks with the police officers on what may have started the fire, possibly some homeless. Firefighter, a captain, and a trainer. Oney has been on the Fresno Fire Department for over 40 years. He is about to retire, and every call he shows up on, this is the reception he gets. He is the trainer's trainer and one of the most respected firefighters in the Fresno Fire Department.
Engine 3 was dispatched as part of a commercial alarm assignment for a reported fire in an office complex. Truck 4 got her right before us, noted light smoke coming from a single-story complex. Upon investigation, there was a small exterior storage cabinet up against the building. Extinguished the fire. We had to get up into the soffit area and get into the structure, force entry into the structure to make sure there was no extension. The fire was extinguished and there was no extension. Now we're just going to board up the building and go home.
Engine 3 goes back into service. Later in the night, rain begins to fall. Engine 3 gets a call that a power line is down and has started an electrical fire. When they arrive on scene, they quickly find the power line in question behind some homes with a common fence. Before they try putting out the flames, Captain Palmer contacts the power company to shut down all the electricity on this city block. They're all trying to locate the transformer. The fire moves up the wire.
I don't see anything yet. Struck 19. So why is it going now? Yeah, what do you do?
It was a cold, rainy, blustery night. The wind was blowing sideways. It was ridiculous. I don't know what occurred. All of a sudden, there was electrical fires everywhere. I'm gonna get hit in the nose right now or something. Okay. I don't know what's going on, man. PG&E showed up, so here we are.
We have it. We're just trying to find it. We don't know which power line actually came down. We got a broken line, one house over here, but it looks like it's a lower line. There's wires down there right where you're going.
A lineman from the power company arrives and checks out the lines and the transformers on the poles.
There's still line. So don't hit way up there. Don't hit way up there. Yep. Water coming at you.
They quickly extinguish the fire.
Hey, thanks for the help, man. Thanks for the quick response. We responded with the other units to a report of a structure fire secondary to electrical lines down. We arrived and were assigned to the back of the structure where we found some down lines draped against a wooden fence line. We waited for PG&E to arrive. They secured the lines and the fire is extinguished.
Engine 3 prepares to go back into service.